Praise Jesus, everybody. Emmanuel. I don't know what to say. God has been so faithful to me. My testimony goes like this. I was diagnosed. Before I was sick, I was feeling so funny, but still I was still going to work. Just ignoring the pain. I was having pain on my right side of the shoulder. The pain was becoming worse every day, but I kept on ignoring the pain. I was saying, maybe I just did something. Maybe I just made a false movement and I strained. So I ignored it. I just used to rub maybe some cream to make the pain disappear. But then time went, I began feeling some funny pain in my umbilical cord. But then I was like, maybe it is just a bit sensitive. And I still didn't go to the hospital. Then I began vomiting every time anything I eat, I was just vomiting. And I was vomiting the bile. So it became really bad, and I began feeling funny pain on my right side of my stomach. So I decided to go to the hospital. When I went to the hospital, the doctor checked me, but then he just gave me some medicine not to vomit, and he could not say what is the problem exactly. So I came back home, and when I feel like vomiting, I was taking that medicine. But that did not change anything. Still, the pain was worsening on my shoulder. But then I decided to go back to the hospital again. So when I went to the hospital back, I explained to the doctor again my symptoms. Then he was saying it can be... by that time my eyes had changed to yellow. My skin had changed to yellow. I was just yellow. So people were thinking, what are you using for cream? It's making your skin look so nice. But me, I was like, I'm using nothing. But I was just becoming yellow. But then, when I went back to the hospital, I explained to the doctor again. Then he told me these symptoms I'm explaining, it can be the liver affected, or maybe I can be having gallbladder stones. So they sent me for a PET CT scan, where they first sent me for an ultrascan. From the ultrascan, as the doctor was checking, he was a bit shaking his head. Then I asked him what's wrong. I was like, I don't understand what I see here. Then the doctor called his friend, and the friend came, and they rechecked again. Then the friend was like, no, these are not gallbladder stones. It looks a bit funny. So they say they are going to do for me a PET scan. So they took me and they put that contrast meter, and then they put me in that machine to check. It went something like 40 minutes. Then after, they just told me they'll send the results to my doctor. When I went back, after 2 days, I go back to the doctor again. They had sent the results to him. When I go to the doctor was he was supposed to interpret for me the results. Then he was telling me the results say that they have seen something has formed, like a muscle something has formed on the muscle of my gallbladder. So I was recommended to go to a specialist who is a specialist with the gallbladder and specialist with liver things for checkup. So I go for this checkup, And when I went there, he just touched my umbilical cord, and I felt it like he has put a knife inside. Then he gave me an appointment for the next day that I have to go back. They are going to operate my gallbladder and remove it. But in the process, but before operation, he said they're going to put cameras inside my stomach to check what exactly is the problem. So when they put the camera inside my stomach, they saw I have tumors all over my liver, and my gallbladder is full of tumors. So when I woke up from the anesthesia, my surgeon came, he greeted me, then he told me, yeah, we are sorry, we could not remove the gallbladder because you have cancer, and when we remove it, it will become worse. So the only option now, you have to do chemotherapy. My head fell down. I felt so down. I just began shedding tears. Then my husband came in the hospital to look me, to check, to visit me. And then after he was like, okay, how are you? Then he told me, the doctor has already told me everything. Then I wanted to act strong, like to show my husband it's okay, it's no problem. I told him, it's no problem, I'll fight this. But deep inside me, I was really heartbroken. So I stayed in the hospital for like 2 more days. After I recovered from that small minor operation which they had done, then I was discharged to go home.